Hi there, my name is Alistair Greetham. I'm a physiotherapist, movement teacher and performance coach. So in this video, what I'm going to talk to you about is the upcoming program that we have in Singapore and why that's significant and important and why you would want to be there. So I think one of the things to really understand is at the end of the day what we want is some kind of outcome. There's some kind of result that we want in terms of the things that we do. And I think most people would be aware of the fact that your results are based on significantly two key things. One, your ability to communicate with and inside yourself, and two, your ability to communicate with others. Now for many people, they've had experience in the past of trying to change things, okay? Change the way that they feel about something or get over some kind of previous trauma or event or deal with some kind of emotional aspect of their lives, and finding that from a conscious standpoint, working cognitively is not always the easiest way to deal with some of those things, because our system runs at a level which is below our conscious awareness, in the unconscious, or what some people would refer to as the subconscious mind. So the program that we're running in Singapore is to enable you to begin to communicate with your own unconscious mind, to begin to understand your internal language and communication, and in a way that allows us to begin to deal with some of the things that have been limitations for us. Negative emotions from events in the past like anger, sadness, fear, hurt, and guilt. Limiting beliefs that have affected us and changed the way that we are able to create our outcomes. Limiting beliefs like I'm not good enough, I'm not smart enough, I can't learn easily. Any of these kind of things that we've created at certain points in our life which have become limitations. But also our motivations, our values, those things that are important to us, the drivers for many of our behaviors. So imagine just for a moment being able to understand how you've created those things and be able to communicate with your own unconscious mind to begin to make changes to those areas. What difference would that make to you in terms of your own personal performance and what you're able to create with your clients? Then we also have how we communicate with others, with our family, with our friends, and most importantly with our clients, the people that we want to help, the people that we want to also create change in. So how do we learn to communicate with their unconscious mind in such a way that we're able to become more influential, more persuasive in terms of what we do, to enable people positively to achieve the outcomes and goals that they come to us looking for help with? So what is the program that we're looking at? So this is a 3-day program. The first 2 days are really about you, about how to learn to deal with your own issues, how to be able to manage your own personal state, and also how to be able to work with your beliefs, with your motivations, okay, and begin to create positive, powerful goals to start to create the things that you want in your life. Having created the things that you want in your life, the 3rd day is then how do we use what we've learned? How do we use those things? And how do we begin to communicate effectively with other people? One, to enable them to create the results, and also though, to enable them to begin to access some of the things that you're going to be learning on the first 2 days about how to deal with your own life. So what does the program consist of? The first thing we're going to learn is we're going to learn how to understand our own internal ways of functioning. The ways that we communicate inside, the ways that we already create the things we do, and how we can use those things to affect change. We're also going to learn about your unconscious mind and learn about the nature of the way that your conscious mind and your unconscious mind actually work together. Then what we're going to learn about is our motivation, how to work with our own personal motivators to become easily motivated about the things that we want to be. We'll also learn about negative emotions and how your unconscious mind stores your memories with negative emotions, and again how we can use that to quickly, easily and effectively resolve negative emotional issues from events in the past, enabling us to be more balanced and more harmonious in terms of the way we live in the present. We're also going to learn about how to use a similar process for dealing with limiting beliefs. Okay? And we'll take all of our limiting beliefs and literally be able to let them go. Imagine what that would feel like. Lastly, what we're going to do is learn how to communicate with our mind to let it know what we want it to do for us. Your unconscious mind is literally waiting for your instructions. Sometimes we give it instructions and we create a result. Sometimes we don't. I think many people have experienced setting themselves some kind of goal and achieving it, but by the same token, also setting themselves goals and then not achieving them. So the question is, how do we start to do that more sustainably and more efficiently? The third day is around how do we use what we've learned and how do we use it to communicate and become more influential with our clients? How do we enable our clients to create better results for themselves by us understanding how to communicate with them, how to build intense states of rapport with them, how to communicate with them in the way that they need to be communicated with, and how to enable them to achieve some of their goals. So how is the program delivered? So the program is a mix of some classroom work with some practical activities where you actually get to work on yourself and practice with others the skills that you need to work with your clients. So what if you don't learn about these things? Well, you're missing out on a tremendous opportunity, I think, to accelerate your own progress, be able to deal with some of the things that come up for ourselves working with clients, but also things that for almost all of us, experience we've had in the past that affect us in the now, being able to resolve those things and move forwards. So when you do really fully participate in this program, then you'll find your results, both with yourself and with your clients, suddenly magically happening in ways that you never really expected. So if you have any questions about anything that we've talked about in this video, then please feel free to contact me. You can contact me through Edwin. He has the details of how to get in touch with me, and then we can make sure that you're fully on board and understanding what you can create out of this program. I'm looking forward to being in Singapore and meeting you all and getting to work with you all then.